Welcome back, guys. I am here to follow up with the story about my little journey to Canada. It's not even a little journey, this is a big journey. But, anyways, so now we're at the point where I've been accepted into a school. I did the paperwork and I've gotten my visa. So, after I got my visa, now, it's time for a girl to shop around for her flight. Now, granted, here's a dumb thing that I did and no one never informed me. I enrolled in a college for January intake. January intake, winter for Canada. Okay, Danielle. Okay. So I did that, and of course, I've never been anywhere in winter before. I've never experienced snow before. So this was not such a brilliant idea, of course. So now I'm on the internet after I booked my flight. Now I'm on Amazon looking and shopping around for winter items. Now I don't know what appropriate winter items are. I've never experienced winter before. So I'm just literally using my common senses at this point because I'm on this journey and I'm doing it all by myself. So I'm looking at boots, I'm looking at snow boots, I'm looking at scarf, I'm looking at winter coat. Remember, I don't know what quality and what I'm looking for. But now I've been living in Canada for 3 years, and some of the choices I made back then were actually brilliant choices. So if you happen to be enrolled in a school for January intake and you don't know anything about Canada, so please know that there's a difference between having just a typical snow boot and having one that is just a regular casual boot. So your snow boot, essentially inside of it is insulated, and you can actually look for that on Amazon, insulated snow boots. So what this does is to keep inside of your shoes warm and keep your toes warm. But also, it is important to make sure that the outer layer of the shoes is made of plastic, because when you walk into the snow and you're standing in snow for an extended period of time, snow melts. What you don't want to do is for water to penetrate the inside of your shoes, because that is a whole different struggle in and of itself. So now a girl buy appropriate clothes and appropriate shoes, and girl book her flight and bear things. With my school in particular, they offer to pick us up at the airport. A good deal that, yeah, I don't need nothing more than that in life. So I had booked the flight and I told them what date that I was arriving. They came and they picked me up. But a part of having the acceptance letter and the visa and whatever in the works and booking your flight, no, a girl need accommodation. Where me go live? Pivotal parts of the conversation, this, girl, the tea there right here. So me go explain to Uno. Oh, a Nigerian boy scam me. You heard correctly. So anyways, my school had a chat on Facebook, like a group chat for intake for that particular year. So say for example you're an intake for September 2021, there is a group chat just for that, and for a lot of persons who have questions or concern or are new to the country and what to do and what not to do and the works, that is there. So I didn't have no accommodation, and I messaged in the group chat what are some of the options that I could explore, and a young lady in the group chat responded, which if you watch my vlog video of me skating and there's a girl, Royan, she was the one who responded to my message. So homegirl and I have been friends from that time till now. So she, sent me a private message and said her apartment at the time was, had availability. Now this apartment is right across the road from the school. So she said, Western Union made a deposit, I'ma sort out your room for you. Now remember, I don't know this girl blindly. Now I don't know this girl from Adams. I just take a chance, because at this point, literally, all I had to do was to take a chance. I did not have many options. I was going to a foreign country. I had no family or friends there. A girl have to do, a girl have to do. It worked out fine to a point. So she got the money. She even video footage of, you know, the unit and everything. Daniel loved the apartment. To this very day, mother moving back in that same apartment, like today. But it's a 2-bedroom, and the 2-bedroom apartment was $1,200, $1,200. Yeah, that must say $1,200. So me I do it 2-bedroom apartment for $1,200 for myself. That don't make no sense. So now I'm on the same site looking for a roommate. Come have my apartment, but me alone in a big apartment by myself. That never they can cut it. I never have that kind of money there. So I say, alright. And I post the question in the chat. Anyone wants a roommate? You know, I have an apartment, a 2-bedroom, it's right across the school. You know, good deal, don't? Nigerian boy message me, I say, yeah, I'm interested. So he message me, I tell him, say, I'm interested and whatever. So I explain to him, say, you know, I already paid the deposit for the room. So if I already paid the deposit for the apartment, you know, all you have to do is just refund me the $150 out of the $300 and we're good. So I will backtrack a little bit of the story here. Before I paid the $300, I had placed in the group chat that I needed a roommate or I needed a place to stay. So the girl responded and he responded. The girl figured out, okay, I have the application for the apartment, but you need to sign it. And you and the person who you're going to live with need to sign it. So that is how the boy come into the picture, because he too had signed the application. So he too is on, you know, the application for this particular unit in this apartment. Fine. So at the time I filling out the application, the girl that says, no, it's best for you to submit your application and make sure that you qualify for the room and get the room because other students are coming into and you don't want to miss out on the opportunity. Granted, the apartment, they crossed the road from the school. I didn't know how important that was going to be to me until I got to Canada. But, story. So he filled out his part of the application as the tenant number 2 and I was the tenant number 1, and I sent her the money and I just said to him, hey, just give me back the $150 because, you know, I wasn't going to wait until him decide to send his $150 and then I miss out on the room altogether. No. So I sent the money, she bought the room, we got cleared for the room, we got approved for the room. Boy, don't send me my money. I shouldn't even be surprised. Boy, don't send me no money. So me and the boy almost talk from November all the way up until I arrive in Canada. Is it the day I arrive in Canada? That is the last day I hear from him. The last day I hear from him. So me like, bro, now me stuck with the 2-bedroom apartment, you know, and his name is on the application for it. So what am I supposed to do with the apartment? Because I need somewhere to live and he is on the lease. Well, it's not a lease, it's an application. There are 2 different things. So anyways, when I arrived in Canada, remember I told her that the school picked us up at the airport. But on top of that, the school provided us with 2 nights at a motel. So I arrived in Canada around 11-12 o'clock. And the trip from the airport to where the school was 2 hours from Toronto airport. So I got to that motel room at 1 o'clock. So already me miss out on a day, you know, because a free night, because the next night would have been the second night and then I would have to leave the apartment, the motel, or I would have just pay for extra night until I find somewhere to go. So when I got to the motel, 1 o'clock in the morning, I check in. I get a key, go to the door. You know how when you swipe a card into a key at an apartment or a motel and it's supposed to turn green to make you know that the door is open? The thing turn red. Remember, I just reached Canada, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning, and at this time the temperature was -30. Now when I was leaving Jamaica, it was about +25, so that's a whole 55 degrees different. And a girl cool, you know. A girl, me I tell you, what I do are trembling, because even though I've made proper choices in terms of options, in terms of what I could wear in that moment and at that particular time, they were in my suitcase to an extent. Like, I'd never had on layers at 35 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees in Canada. You need to be layered. I never had on my snow boot and it snowed that day. I had on a regular knee-high boot. So I already I feel like this, A girl I feel like this. So alright, the key never opened the door. So now I'm outside and I just carry my bag them from over the check-in area. My 2 suitcases them and I carry it over to the door in the snow. I have to bring one bag first, then I have to go back in the snow and carry another bag 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning. Cold morning. So the door never opened, and as I was walking back now to go to the check-in area to say, hey, my key didn't work, the door opened. The door like open, not like it crack or anything, like literally a door open and one person stand up in the doorway. In my motel room. Then something wrong right so. So what the school did was literally pair you up with somebody who is from your country and allow you guys to share the motel room for one night, which most of them they give me a little heads up, and I don't know if it would have make a real difference, but having knowing what is going to happen when you arrive there, to know that you're going to share this room with an absolute stranger, it would have really make a difference if I had known. But me never know. 1 o'clock in the morning, a girl call, and me the one do at this point is to get inside, meet and greet the girl. Of course, she's another Jamaican. I understand how them fix it up, because she had arrived earlier in the day, like maybe 9 o'clock, and then I come in at 1 o'clock. So they kind of strategic, and they kind of group Jamaicans and Jamaicans together, and Indians and Indians together, and Asians and Asians together, because in the morning now, the following morning, we were grouping up together, and you can see all of the nationalities pairing off and grouping together. So they all come out of the same motel together, or room next to each other, and it's a thing. Fine, it makes sense. But back to the story with the guy. I remember I reach Toronto now, I message a guy, I said to him, say, yo, I reach Canada, whatever. Him view my message, I don't answer, because I talk to him on Facebook, chat now. And I talk to him and never respond. Boy never respond. Reach the city where I live. Message the boy don't respond. Me all over the city that I don't even know. The following day, up and down, I look for this boy when I don't even know. I don't know him. I can't even pronounce his name. I say, alright, can't find the boy. So I turn to the girl in my room with her, I asked her if she have somewhere to stay, and she said no. So me I like, oh, then this work out, then things are going here. So I offered her the extra room that I have. So she said she don't really know about it or whatever. So I said, all right, we can go to the apartment, we can look at it. If you like it, you can pick it or not. But me I said to myself, say, girl, you not have nowhere to stay, and me have one extra room. But what you think about? So anyways, we went to the apartment. We loved the apartment. So I said, all right, the girl said she will stay with me. So I turned to the property manager at the time, and I said, all right, I don't know what this boy there, but the girl will take the room. She said it don't work like that. What do you mean? It's a 2-bedroom and you get 2 persons. What your problem? Like, what the problem? So she basically saying, the applicant for the room has to be the 2 persons that are in the room. So that would just mean me and the boy. And the only way the other girl can move into the room is if the boy verbalize in writing that he's no longer interested in the room. I mean, the same boy when I take 2-3 days I try to look for and can't find. And I know he's looking at my messages. He just refuses to answer the message. And so I sent him an email and I CC'd the manager on it, and I said to him, like, hey, if you're no longer interested in the room, please to let us know, because I have nowhere to live, and that's unfair. If you had moved on and I am still out here and it's cold and it's Canada, and this, you know, I might give my sub story. There's a girl that is actually willing to live with me, and she's more than willing to take the room. And within seconds, the boy respond to the email and say, you know, you can, you know, give her the room. So me like, a girl upset. 3 days me I talk to you, you don't respond, and the one time I get the opportunity to say you don't want the room, then you know, like, what it's so hard for say that in the first place? Like, I don't understand what was so hard in saying that in the first place. So that is how your girl arrived to Canada. We shop online for winter stuff, but it is important for you to layer your winter stuff when you get to the airport. Don't go outside without it. Get correct shoes. Amazon is the place. And finding a place is probably going to be one of the hardest things, because now you have to trust someone that you don't know over the internet to secure a room for you. But granted, what I realize is that houses in and around the campus area, there is always a room for you to take. Always a room for you to take. Like, me not even trip. Like, rooms come and go like this. So, and another thing, when selecting where you're living in relation to where your campus is, you want to live as close to the campus as possible, walking distance, right? And if you have to take bus, make sure the bus is close to where you live. So when you leave outside, you're at the bus stop, not even 2 minutes, you're at the bus stop, and then the bus is going to take you to the campus, and the bus will pick you up at the campus and take you back to the location. But it's pivotal that you are living in close area to the school itself, as well as if you're going to take the bus, make sure you're living extremely close to the bus stop. Because the thing with Canada, and when it's cold and when snow fall and there's a snowstorm and you have to miss your bus, or your bus miss the connection, because if one bus late, you're going to miss your connection for the other bus. So if you're taking different buses to get to where you are in the middle of winter, it's not it. It is not it. I'd rather stay home than for go school in the winter if I had to take the bus. But granted, I lived across the street from school. So here's my little sub story about, you know, how me get scammed. But overall, it ended out well, and me will come back and tell you no more story eventually. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will get back to you with more stuff later on. Thank you.